Well, it is a little bit later in the weekend than we expected, but baseball is finally back here at Rab Rogers Field. Good afternoon and welcome to Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. I'm Chase Hartzell, and you are looking live at Rab Rogers Field on the scenic campus of Ouachita Baptist University. It'll be the site for a good doubleheader here today between the top two teams in the GAC. It's the visiting Mule Riders of SAU and the hometown Ouachita Tigers. This is a series that the entire conference will have their eyes on, as there's only one game separating these two teams in the conference standings right now. Ouachita off to an incredible start in conference play this year, 8-1 in GAC play, 12-6 overall. They're facing off against a team that is undefeated in conference play thus far. SAU a perfect 9-0 to start out the year, and they are 15-2 overall. SAU also attracting the attention of national voters in the national polls. They come into this one ranked number 6 in the NCBWA top 25. The Mule Riders, a storied program. They're perennial contenders to make the GAC, or to win the GAC tournament and then make the NCAA tournament. Made quite a few appearances over the last several years, and it looks like we're about ready to start off this ball game. It'll be the junior right-hander Cooper Timmons starting on the mound today for the Tigers. This is his 4th start, his 7th appearance of the year. And digging in for the Mule Riders will be the second baseman Chris Sutton. So Timmons will set, and here's the first pitch of the afternoon. That one catches the zone for strike one. Timmons 2-1 on the year with a 4.79 ERA. And here's his 0-1. That one is outside for a ball. Timmons, the all-GAC honorable mention from last year. He's going to be facing off against a very talented SAU lineup here today. Here's a 1-1. That one runs inside for ball 2. So Sutton finds himself in a hitter-friendly count here to start out the ball game. Got beautiful baseball weather here today in Arkadelphia. Temperatures at first pitch in the mid-50s and expected to rise a little bit through the afternoon, as this one is hit out of play over to the left side, and the count has run even 2-2. So the second baseman for SAU back into the box. Here's the 2-2 from Timmons. This one is hit down to third base. Good scoop, throw across the diamond is there in time, and that is the first out of the afternoon. So coming up next for SAU, it will be the catcher, Brett McGee. Junior catcher off to a fast start indeed here in 2022. He's batting .350 coming into this plate appearance to go along with 4 home runs and 25 RBIs. This is a power hitting squad for the Mule Riders. Only one player in today's starting lineup does not have at least 1 home run. That one catches the outside corner for strike 1. Braden Nicole for SAU. So Timmons looking to make quick work of the top of the order for the Mule Riders. This one is swung and missed for strike 1. He's got him out in front of that off-speed pitch right now. Here's the 0-1. That one just misses for a ball. We're seeing really good placement from Timmons thus far in this start. Here's the 1-1. That one is hit fairly well out to right field, but right fielder's drifting under it, and he is going to be there to make the play for out number 3. So the Mule Riders go 1-2-3 here in the top of the first. We'll be right back. Your score 0-0 in the middle of the first here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. He's been good so far in 2022. Started 5 games. He has a 2-1 record on the year. Has an excellent strikeout to walk ratio. He struck out 40 in 30 innings of work to go along with just 10 walks. And here's his first pitch of the afternoon. That one is taken for a strike. It's Cade Burris, who is starting out behind the plate for the Tigers, and he'll be leading off today for OBU. Batting .254 coming into this plate appearance. Here's the 0-1. That one runs inside for a ball. So Womack making some adjustments here. Here's the 1-1. That one's taken for strike 2. So the leadoff man for OBU quickly in the hole here is Womack. Going to make quick work of the first batter he faces. That one is in the dirt and low for a ball. So the count is evened up here for Burris. Here's the next pitch from Womack. That one runs outside for ball 3. So a good job here from the Tigers' leadoff batter, making the starter work for SAU. This one is popped straight up. And Womack's drifting under. Actually, the first baseman's going to wave him off. He's there to make the play, and that's the first out of the afternoon for SAU. So now we'll see the 2-hole hitter for the Tigers, G. Allen. Special day for Allen here today at the ballpark. It's his 20th birthday. Here's the first pitch of the new at-bat. That one is ripped foul. Made pretty good contact, though. Quickly back into the box here. Here's the 0-1. That one's taken low in the dirt for a ball. You can always tell when Allen is coming up to the plate. He walks out to Voodoo Child by Jimi Hendrix. And he sure has been putting a hex on GAC pitchers here over the last several weeks. Comes into this at-bat with a batting average just a shade under 300. A team leading 5 home runs as he takes strike 2. Allen also the team leader in RBIs with 20. Here's the 1-2 now. That one is dribbled foul. Womack got him to chase that time, but he just got a piece of it. Here's the 1-2 again. That one taken for ball 2. Started to go around that time a little bit, but was able to hold up in time. And it looks like we're going to have a meeting of the umpires right here. Not quite sure what this discussion is about. It's been a while since we've seen OBU in action here at Rab Rogers Field. First game, home game of the month of March. The last time they played here in front of the home crowd at Rab Rogers Field was February 20th when they defeated SNU 14-4. Here's the 1-2 now. This one's fouled back out of play. Count is actually 2-2. Here's the next pitch. That one is fouled out of play. So Ouachita really making the right-hander work. Trying to get the second out here, but just like the first, it hasn't been very easy. Here's the next pitch to Allen. That one is ripped past the first base. Actually, he gloved it. Quick throw over to first, not there in time, so it is an infield single for G. Allen. First base hit of the afternoon for the Tigers. Here's a good job there by Will Richardson, who's manning first base for SAU. He was able to knock it down. Looked like it was going to get through at first. Able to keep it in front of him, but was unable to make the flip over to first in time. So with one away, it'll be one on for Ouachita, and Isaac Knowles steps up to the plate. He takes the first pitch for strike. The 0-1. That one's taken. Outside for a ball. Knoll, the true freshman out of Little Rock Christian, having quite the breakout year for the Tigers, batting .307 coming into this plate appearance. He's also got 11 RBIs to his name. Here's the 0-1. That one misses for ball 2. So it's 2-1 now to the Tigers' left fielder, who back in the last series here at Rab Rogers Field hit a walk-off base hit into right field in Game 2 of a doubleheader against SNU. Check over at first, runners back in time. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Good movement that time on the pitch from Womack. And the count has run even. We're seeing some scoring changes out on the board right now, so looks like they've actually scored the last play an error. Here is the 2-2. That one swung on and missed for strike 3. First strikeout of the afternoon for Womack, his 41st of the campaign. And that'll bring up the cleanup batter for OBU. It's Wyatt Core. Womack picking up the strikeout on that nasty breaking ball. Loves to use that movement against these right-handed batters, as this one is swung on and missed for strike 1. Core swinging a red-hot bat, batting .390 at the moment. He's also got a home run and 13 RBIs. He'd love to drive one in right here if he can get one into the gap. Here's the 0-1. That one is taken outside for ball one. Good crowd for both sides here today. Heard a good mix of let's go Tigers and let's go Riders during the pregame festivities. One of the best crowds we've seen thus far at Rab Rogers Field in 2022 as this one is swung on and missed for strike two. Womack just one pitch away now from getting out of this inning unscathed. This one is taken. So it's 2-2 now. Core managing second base today after Dustin Bermudez makes the switch over to shortstop. Now check over at first. Runner is back in time. Judd Arrington, who has split time between shortstop and third this year, he will be starting at third today. Here's the 2-2. That one runs outside for ball three. Core knows that Womack likes to use that down and away breaking ball to pick up his strikeouts. He's been able to hold up on those last two pitches. He's run the count full now. Here's the payoff pitch. Runner in motion, and it's outside for ball four. Not a bad location that time. Brett McGee voicing his approval to his pitcher on the execution that time, but it was a great take by the freshman for the Tigers, and the inning will stay alive for Dustin Bermudez. First RBI opportunity of the afternoon for either squad. And we're going to have time called here. Here's the first pitch of the new at-bat. It's taken on the inside corner for strike one. The 0-1 misses outside for a ball. It's been a long inning for Womack. Even though not too much damage has been done yet, he's already thrown 26 pitches here in the bottom of the first. This one is hit out to shortstop, and he fumbles it, and that is going to be another error for SAU. So the Tigers managed to keep the inning alive there on the dribbler out to short. And that's going to bring up Judd Arrington. Probably one of the last guys that Womack would want to see in this situation. Arrington leading the team in batting average over 400 right now at 403, and he's also got 10 RBIs to his name. And a chance to add to that right here. Here's the first pitch of the at-bat. That one is taken right there for strike one. Ouachita looking to pick up a crucial first run right here and take the lead early. Here's the 0-1 to Arrington. That one swung on and missed for strike two. Womack again using that good break in this righty-on-righty matchup. And now the Tiger third baseman deep in the hole here, 0-2. Here's the next pitch. That one's taken outside for a ball. That's pitch number 30 of the afternoon for Womack. The Mule Riders probably don't want to go too deep into their bullpen here in game one. So we do have another game right after this one. Here's the 1-2. That one swung on and missed for strike three. Arrington tried to hold up, but he went around, and that will do it. So the Tigers will leave the bases loaded here following 2 errors and a walk on the inning. We're heading to the top of the second. We're still scoreless here at Rab Rogers Field. We'll be back with more Tiger baseball after this.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And we welcome you back now to Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Top of the second about to get underway here, as it will be the designated hitter Tucker Burton set to lead off for the Mule Riders. Here's the first pitch, and this one is fouled back out of play. Burton, one of the more dangerous bats in this SAU lineup. The senior right now leading the team with 7 home runs to go along with 21 runs batted in. Here's the 0-1. That one just misses for ball 1. Not a bad pitch that time from Timmons. He returns out to the mound for his second inning of work after setting down SAU 1-2-3 in the top half of the first frame. Here's the 1-1. That one swung on and missed for strike 2. We've seen Womack use his off-speed stuff to his advantage early in this start, and same thing for Timmons, as he was able to fool Burton there. Here's the 1-2. That one is in the dirt. Can't get the Mule Rider designated hitter to go fishing for that one, and the count has run even. Two-two. This one's popped straight up, and it looks like it's going to be drifting out of play. Indeed, it will land back behind the stands out here, behind home plate. So we will see the 2-2 once more. Here it is. That one just misses for ball 3. Both teams showing excellent plate discipline early in this contest. Showing why they're the top 2 squads in the conference at the moment. Here's the payoff pitch. That one is dribbled out to the pitcher. Timmons fields it, shovels it over to Allen at first, throws there in time, and there's one away here in the top of the second. So that will bring up the 5-hole hitter for SAU. It's the left fielder, Jacob Martinez. Now Coach Howard going out to have a word with the home plate umpire. We'll have a temporary break in the action right here. We have been having some scoreboard issues this afternoon, so we hope to have those fixed pretty shortly, but please bear with us. And we're going to have now a meeting of the umpires. Well, we had to wait for baseball this weekend here at Rab Rogers Field, but it looks like it was worth the wait as we have beautiful weather this afternoon for the doubleheader. And there's an excellent crowd out here for Sunday afternoon baseball. First place in the GAC on the line here today. If Ouachita can manage to get the win here in Game 1, they will have a share of the GAC lead. They can manage to win both. They'll have the outright lead in the conference by the end of the day. Here's the first pitch of the new at-bat. That one's taken for strike one. Martinez, the only player in this SAU lineup to not hit a home run yet, as this one is fouled into the backstop. But he is definitely no slouch at the plate as he's currently batting .354. One of the best contact hitters on this team. Here's the 0-2 to him as it is swung on and missed for strike three. Drop third strike. The thrower to first will be there in time. So that is the second punch out of the afternoon for Cooper Timmons. And now he will face off against Jacob Machuca. This one is taken low for a ball. Timmons sets. Now we'll have the 1-0. That one is swung on and missed for strike one. Machuca comes into this plate appearance with a .367 batting average. He's also got a home runs and 2 RBIs to his name. As now we'll see the 1-1. This one is fouled back out of play. Mule Riders struggling in the early going to time up Timmons pitches and make good contact. Here's the 1-2. That one is swung on and missed for strike three. Second strikeout of the inning for Timmons, third of the afternoon, and he's going to be greeted by his teammates on the way into the dugout. He's retired 6 straight to start out the ball game. We've reached the middle point of the second inning. We're still scoreless here at Rab Rogers Field. We'll be back with more Tiger baseball after this.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
And we are back live here at Rab Rogers Field with more Tiger baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. We are scoreless so far. And what has been a little bit of a pitcher's duel between these two squads. Leading off the inning for OBU will be Jackson Cheney. As here's the first pitch of the inning. It's high for ball one. The last time the Tigers played here at Rab Rogers Field, Cheney sent the home fans home happy. As here's the 1-0. That one's taken outside for ball 2. Cheney hit a grand slam in the 8th inning. It was 10-4 at the time, forced the mercy rule for a 14-4 finish. An unconventional walk-off home run. Here's the 3-0. That one's taken on the inside corner for ball 1. Still a hitter-friendly count here for the Tigers' designated hitter, as this one is hit pretty well out to shortstop. Had a little bit of trouble with that one, but able to field it. Throw over to first is in time. And there is one away here in the bottom of the 2nd. That'll bring up the 8-hole hitter for Ouachita. It's Noah Bachman. Bachman has split time at catcher with Cade Burris this season. Today he makes the start in center field, as it'll be an off day for Talon Haney. This one is fouled over on the third base side. Ouachita looking to get something going after leaving the bases loaded in the last inning. Good pitch that time from Womack as it's taken for strike 2. Womack looking to make quick work of the Tigers here in the 2nd inning after throwing 31 pitches in the 1st. That one misses for ball 1. Umpire will say it was a little bit high. Brett McGee liked the location of that pitch right there. Here's the 1-2. That one is ripped down to third base. Excellent backhand throw over to first is in time. So a beautiful play at the hot corner that time by Brandon Nickel. And that is going to bring up Zach Kirkendall for OBU. Looked like he was going to try to bunt that time to get on base. Pulls it back, but it's called a strike. Here is the 0-1. That one is hit pretty well out towards right field, but well foul. The ball has mainly stayed in the infield here in the first 2 innings of the contest, as here's the 0-2. That one foul tipped. Looked like Kirkendall was trying to check his swing that time, but it just managed to catch a piece of his bat as he tried to pull it back. Here's the 0-2. That one swung on and missed for strike 3. So Womack bounces back with a 1-2-3 inning after throwing 31 pitches in the 1st inning. 2 innings are in the books here. We are still scoreless in this battle of the top 2 teams in the GAC. We'll be back with more Tiger baseball after these messages.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
We welcome you back now to Tiger Baseball on the Washita Sports Digital Network. It's been a good battle between these two starting pitchers here today as Cooper Timmons returns out to the mound for his third inning of work. He's retired the first 6 batters he's faced. We still haven't had a base hit in this ball game. SAU did commit a couple errors in the bottom of the first. There was also a walk. But other than that, no real offense to speak of here. The pitching has been excellent. As Ty Manning digs in here for SAU, trying to get things going for his team. They're still looking for their first base runner of the ball game. Here's the first pitch from Timmons, and it's foul tipped into the backstop. Similar situation to what we saw from Kirkendall a few moments ago, trying to check his swing, but bat still did connect a little bit there, as this one is going to be taken for strike 2. So Timmons perhaps looking to make quick work here of the leadoff batter of the inning for the Mule Riders. Here's the 0-2. That one, checked his swing, appeal down to first, and they'll say that he held up in time, so it is a ball. Timmons sets now the 1-2. Beautiful off-speed pitch, just misses that outside corner. Looked like he locked up Manning there a bit. But it will be ruled a ball, so the count is run even now. 2-2. This one is popped out of play. Manning, an excellent batter, leading this starting lineup today for SAU with a .387 batting average. As this one is hit up the middle, it's a little blooper, and it's going to get by the infielders for our first base hit of the afternoon. So first hit for either team this afternoon at Rab Rogers Field. First base runner of the game for SAU. And that will bring up Will Richardson. First pitch of the new at-bat is taken for strike 1. Good fastball there at the knees from Timmons. Manning taking a lead off of first. Now check over at first. Dangerous lead, and he's able to get back in time. But probably a little too close for comfort that time for Manning, as he took a sizable lead off of first. It was a good read by Timmons, but Manning able to get his hand back in time before the tag was applied by Allen. Here's the 0-1. That one's taken for a ball. And Burris keeping an eye on the runner over there at first. He was ready for the snap throw that time. No motion to speak of on that pitch, though. Now we'll have the 1-1. And again, Burris keeping an eye on Manning as that one is taken for ball 2. So a hitter-friendly count here to the Mule Riders' first baseman. Still nobody out in the inning. Check over at first. Another good tag from Allen that time, but the umpire will say he did manage to get back in time. Here's the 2-1. That one is fouled away. Good hustle that time, though, from Arrington. He was ready if it stayed fair. We'll see if Timmons will try to pitch for the punch out here or look for the ground ball for the double play. Check over at first. That one not as close as some of the other throws we've seen over there. Manning continuing to take dangerous leads out there at first. Another one right there, and that was pretty good throw. Skipped in, but made for a close tag. Runner is back in time. Here's the 2-2. Runners in motion. Throw down to second. Will not be there in time as the ball is dropped. So the count has run full here to the first baseman. And Manning able to advance into scoring position. Now all of a sudden it's an RBI opportunity for SAU. Still nobody out in the inning. Timmons looking to get him out here. He pops it straight up. Shortstop drifting under it, and he is able to make the play for out number 1. Bermudez had to fight off the sun that time, but he's able to do so successfully. And that will bring up Riley Orr for SAU. And I apologize. Earlier I said that Manning was the team leader in batting average in this lineup, but actually it's Orr who's batting a really solid .389 right now, as that one is taken for strike 1. He's also got 2 home runs and 20 RBIs. Those 20 runs batted in are third best in this lineup. And we are going to have time called here. When you take a glance at these two starting lineups, this looks like it could be a matchup with big implications for several years. As of today's 20 starters, only 2 are seniors. Here's the 0-1. That one's taken high. So it's 1-1 now to Orr. He would love to help his team draw first blood right here. So here's the 1-1. That one taken for strike 2. Or that time started to go around but pulled it back, thought it cut inside, but the umpire said it stayed in the zone. Good off-speed pitch that time from Timmons. The 1-2. That one is dribbled back to the mound. Throw over to first will be in time. Runner does advance over to third. But now there are 2 away in the inning, and the lineup card will turn over for Chris Sutton. Timmons looking to dance out of danger here with 2 away in the inning after giving up the leadoff base hit. Runner advanced on a stolen base with nobody out, as this one is hit pretty well out to left field. Knowles going after it, but he's able to make the play for the 3rd out of the inning. So a runner managed to reach to lead off the inning. He moved into scoring position even as far as 90 feet away from the go-ahead run in this game, but Timmons able to hold the Mule Riders off the board. We're heading to the bottom of the 3rd. We're still scoreless here at Rab Rogers Field. We'll be back with more Tiger baseball after this.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
And we are back live here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network with more Tiger baseball. We are still scoreless here at Rab Rogers Field as Cooper Timmons able to keep the runner at third there and record the third out of the inning. Still looking for our first run of the ball game as these two starting pitchers have been excellent. That one swung on and missed for a strike. It's 1-1 to Cade Burris. And we're going to have a brief pause here, but now Burris ready. That one is taken. Good pitch that time, but it's ruled a ball. So it's now a hitter-friendly count to the Tiger catcher. Ouachita still looking for its first base hit of the ball game, and they may get it right here. It's a good read off the bat by the center fielder, though. That is the first out of the inning. Now we'll see the dangerous first baseman, G. Allen, coming up to the plate. Going to get something going here for his squad, who has struggled after leaving the bases loaded in the bottom of the first. That one is taken for strike one. A couple weekends ago, Allen had an excellent series against Oklahoma Baptist where he hit 2 home runs and recorded 7 RBIs. That was good enough to earn him GAC Player of the Week honors. This one's going to be swung on and missed for strike two. So Allen quickly in the hole here against Womack, who's been excellent since that troublesome bottom of the first. That one is drilled to second base. Second baseman flips it over to first, throws there in time. They're quickly 2 away in the inning here for Ouachita. So Isaac Knoll will be looking to keep the inning alive for Ouachita. Womack's retired 6 straight batters. That one swung on in, missed for strike one. That one misses outside for a ball. Womack's been a lot more economical with his pitches here in the last 2 innings as well. That one swung on and missed for strike two. So Knoll having to make some adjustments right here with 2 strikes. Here's the next pitch. That one is taken for ball 2. Good location that time, but unable to get the left fielder to bite. Wyatt Core waits on deck. He would be next if the Tigers can keep the inning alive right here. Here's the 2-2. That one swung on and missed for strike 3. Good pitch that time on the outside corner. And that will do it for the 3rd inning. So make it 7 straight retired for Womack. And we are entering the 4th inning of this pitcher's duel between the top 2 teams in the conference. You're watching Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
At the time, I just wasn't thinking. I used social media to vent. I wish I would have thought about the effects of scaring people. I didn't mean for that to happen. People took it as a terrorist threat. The university got shut down. I got arrested by the FBI. And now, I don't know what my future looks like. I search my name on the web almost every day and look at the stuff. It's not going away. Think before you post. At the time, I just wasn't thinking. I used social media to vent.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field.
And we are back live here with more Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. 0-0 our score here. And what has been a battle of the starting pitchers this afternoon. Cooper Timmons has been phenomenal to start out this contest, allowing just 1 hit through 3 innings of work. This one's taken for ball 1. That 1 hit the sole base runner that Timmons has allowed in this contest. He's also fan 3 as this one's hit fairly well out to center field. Center fielder going after it. But Bachman will be able to make the play out there in front of the Ouachita sign. And there is 1 away in the inning for Brandon Nickel. That one is taken for strike 1. Nickel, the 3-hole hitter for the Mule Riders, looking to get something going for his team here. Next pitch is taken for strike 2. It's a good fastball that time. Now Timmons looking to make quick work. This one is hit pretty well down to third base, but it just does go foul right past that third base bag. So it'll be 0-2 once more here to the third baseman for the Mule Riders. Timmons gets his sign from Burris. The 0-2. Beautiful off-speed pitch, locked him up. Fourth punch out of the ball game for Cooper Timmons. And that is going to bring up the designated hitter, Tucker Burton. But what a start it has been for Cooper Timmons this afternoon. Looking to set SAU down 1-2-3 right here. First pitch is dribbled out to second base. Core fields it, throws over to Allen at first. It's there in time, and it is a 1-2-3 inning for the Tigers. So Cooper Timmons' dominance on the mound will continue, make it 4 shutout innings against the top team in the conference. We'll be back with more Tiger Baseball after these messages.
maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? Well, now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
And we are back live at Rab Rogers Field with more Tiger baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Just about ready to resume action. It'll be Wyatt Core set to lead off for the Tigers here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the first pitch of the inning. Core trying to bunt his way on that time, but it misses for strike one. Next pitch is taken high for a ball. No official at-bats this afternoon for Core, as he has a walk to his name. One of the three runners stranded back in the bottom of the first, as this one is swung on and missed for strike two. Womack had him well out in front that time on the breaking ball. He's used that one quite a bit this afternoon in these righty-on-righty matchups, and has worked pretty well for him thus far. Already 4 punch-outs and looking for number 5 right here. That one is dropped. And it's called a ball, 2-2. SAU wearing the gold uniforms today with the blue hats. Ouachita wearing the cream-colored jerseys this afternoon, along with their purple hats. Here's the 2-2. That one is swung on and missed for strike three. Had him out in front of the breaking ball that time. 5th punch out of the afternoon for Womack. And that is going to bring up Dustin Bermudez. And this one is hit out to short. Throw over to first is in time, and it's a quick out, number 2. That is going to bring up Judd Arrington. The 2 starters today showing why they got the nod for game 1 of this series, with implications of the top spot in the GAC standings. This one is hit out to right field. Right fielder drifting under it, and he's going to make the play. It's another quick out for Ouachita, their final of this inning, and that will do it for the 4th. So the Tigers go 1-2-3, still looking for their first hit of the ball game. We'll be back with more Tiger baseball after this short timeout.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Considering an online pharmacy? Explore BeSafeRx to find useful information and resources to help you purchase medicines safely online. A safe online pharmacy requires a doctor's prescription, has an address in the United States, has a licensed pharmacist, and is licensed by a state pharmacy board. It's best to stay away from online pharmacies that don't meet these criteria. Discover more helpful tips and resources at BeSafeRx. Go to fda.gov/BeSafeRx.
Well, you might not believe it. Still less than an hour in the books here in this contest, but we've already reached the 5th inning. But that's what happens when you've got two starting pitchers dealing the way that Timmons and Womack have this afternoon. Timmons returning back out to the mound. He's allowed just 1 hit in 4 innings of work. He's also struck out 4. That one misses for ball 1. Fastball missed just below the knees. Jacob Martinez is up at the plate as this one catches the zone for strike 1. Beautiful breaking ball that time from the junior right-hander. One, swung on and missed for strike 2. Had him well out in front of that breaking ball. Timmons and Womack have both been very effective using that off-speed stuff in several of these righty-on-righty matchups this afternoon. Here's the 1-2. That one's in the dirt. Not a bad pitch that time, but couldn't get him to chase. So count is run even now. Here's the next pitch. That one misses outside for ball 3. So the count has run full now to the Mule Riders left fielder. He'll be looking to get on and get something going for his squad. Here's the payoff pitch. That one is ripped right to the third baseman. And that is allowed out number 1. Arrington was right there to make the play. Probably made it look a lot easier than it actually was because that ball was flying hard off the bat that time. This one's taken for strike 1. Timmons using the fastball to start out this at-bat against Jacob Machuca. That one's taken outside. Here's the 1-1 now. That one runs low for ball 2. So it's a hitter-friendly count here to Machuca. Freshman right fielder having an excellent campaign so far with a batting average north of 350. And look to improve on it right here as this one's hit pretty well out to right field. Right fielder's looking up, and it is out of here. Solo home run for Jacob Machuca. His second home run of 2022. And SAU draws first blood this afternoon. It's 1-0 Mule Riders. Machuca getting the nod there from his teammates and his squad getting fired up in the dugout. They haven't had much to cheer about offensively up to this point, but something right there as we have our first run of the ball game. First pitch swinging this time. It's hit out to center field. That one's hit pretty well, too. Wind carried it out near the warning track, but Bachman is right there to make the play for out number 2. That one's hit pretty well out to center field, and it's going to get down for a base hit. That was Will Richardson taking the long turn around first that time for the Mule Riders. Mule Riders have been making really good contact here in this inning. This one is popped up, back behind third base. It's going to be a tough play out there, but a great job of tracking it down that time. Dustin Bermudez had a long way to go to get to that one in foul territory, but he does manage to make the play, and that will do it for the top of the fifth. So the Mule Riders strike for 1 run on the solo home run from Machuca. They get another base hit to make it 2 hits on the inning, but the runner is stranded at first. We're heading to the bottom of the fifth. Your score, SAU 1, Washita nothing. We'll be back with more Tiger baseball after this.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
It looked like we just had some sound issues. We're here in the bottom of the fifth. 1-0 the score. Here's the next pitch from Womack. This one's fouled into the backstop. It's Jackson Cheney at the plate for Washita. Washita looking to get back that run that they just gave up a few moments ago, courtesy of the solo home run by Jacob Machuca. 1-2 is swung on and missed for strike 3. 6th punch out of the ball game for Jacob Womack, who's absolutely dealing right now. He hasn't allowed a base runner since all the way back in the first, when he gave up a walk. There were also 2 errors in that inning. But so far, Womack got the no-hitter working for him, as this one is hit well out to right field, but also well foul. Here's the next pitch. That one is taken for ball 1. Noah Bachman 0 for 1 on the day. Looking to break through right here. Here's the 1-1. That one's taken on the inside corner for strike 2. That one misses outside for a ball. Trying to get him to chase that time. Here's the 2-2 now from Womack. That one is fouled. Looks like he jammed him a bit there. But Bachman just able to get a piece of it. And the at-bat will stay alive here. Womack gets his sign. Here's the 2-2. That one misses for ball 3. So the count has run full here to OBU's center fielder. One away in the inning. Tigers looking to get something going right here. 3-2. Fouled back out of play. Payoff once more is foul tipped, and that one ricocheted right up near Bachman's helmet. Looks like he's okay. So Bachman back into the box. We'll see the payoff once more. Now one swung on and missed for strike 3. Blew the fastball right by him. Making it 7 punch-outs on the game for Womack. And that is going to bring up Zach Kirkendall. That is the 12th straight batter set down by Womack. He has been fantastic this afternoon as this one is dribbled out to third base. Third baseman scoops it up. Thrower to first is in time, and it is another 1-2-3 inning for Womack. He's set down in Baker's dozen in a row now. 13 Tiger batters in a row have been set down without allowing a base runner. 5 innings already in the books here at Rab Rogers Field. Tigers trail 1-0. We'll be back with more Tiger baseball after this.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? And now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
1-0 your score here at Rab Rogers Field. We've already reached the 6th inning of play. Cooper Timmons returning out to the mound for his 6th inning of work. He's been really good today. The only blemish on his record, the solo home run that he gave up in the last inning. That was courtesy of Jacob Machuca, the freshman right fielder for SAU. Only run of the ball game thus far as the Tigers have been held both off the scoreboard and out of the hit column. It's been a phenomenal start for the junior right-hander for SAU, Jacob Womack. It's been a great day from Timmons, too. He'll look to bounce back. He finished that last inning strong after giving up a couple of base hits. He'll be set to face off against the top of the order here for the Mule Riders. It's Chris Sutton set to lead us off. First pitch of the new inning is hit right past the diving Bermudez, and it'll be another base hit for SAU. They're really seeing the ball well. Their 3rd hit in the last 2 innings, after recording just 1 hit in the previous 4, and that is going to bring up the 2-hole hitter for the Mule Riders. It's the catcher, Brett McGee. He's been calling a great game behind the plate today for SAU. Now he'll look to contribute on the offensive side of things. Bit of a rough start for him here. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. That one is taken for strike 1. Nice off-speed pitch that time from Timmons. Timmons tends to pitch to contact, so we'll see if he's trying to pitch for the double play right here, as that one misses outside for ball 1. Looks like the Tigers are anticipating McGee to pull the ball either to right field or up the middle, as there's a pretty big gap over on the left side. Check over on the runner at first, and he's back in time. You can see Bermuda is standing all the way near second base back there, and Arrington in his normal position at third. We'll see if McGee tries to take advantage and go to the opposite field. This one is dribbled, foul. It will continue to roll over near the visitor bullpen out there. Nobody warming up out there yet, and no real reason to after their starter has had a phenomenal day. Still not seeing any action out in the Ouachita bullpen either, as Timmons still looking strong here in his 6th inning of work. The 1-2. That one is swung on and missed for strike 3. Had him out in front of the breaking ball. 5th strikeout of the afternoon for Timmons. And that will bring up the freshman third baseman, Brandon Nickel. And this one is hit out to shortstop. Going to be a tough turn. He'll just go to first. Ball skips past him. There's nobody to back him up, and the runner's going to go ahead and try for home. There's the throw into the plate. Runner is in there, doesn't have to slide, and it is now a 2-0 ball game as the Tigers commit their first error of the afternoon. Now we're going to have time called here as Coach Howard's going to go out and have a word with his starter. Tough break there for OBU. Ball skipped past Allen and landed in that big grassy area out there behind first base. There was nobody there to back it up. Ball kept rolling. That allowed the runner, Sutton, to keep going, and he made it all the way home. Didn't even have to slide into home plate to try and get the run. So the Mule Riders have their second run of the afternoon, and it's now 2-0. Runner in scoring position, and the heart of the order due up. Tucker Burton, the cleanup hitter, at the plate right now for SAU. Team leader in home runs with 7. His batting average north of 320. That one is taken outside for ball 1. It's been a frustrating couple of innings for Timmons, but he's still in line for the quality start right now. Here is the 1-0. That one is in the dirt. Good job of keeping the ball in front of him that time. It's 2-0 now. Dangerous count here to the senior designated hitter for the Mule Riders. Got to be careful as the wind is starting to blow out towards right field. It's now 3-0. And on 3-0 here, we'll see if Timmons tries to challenge. Got to be careful with the dangerous hitter at the plate. Here's the next pitch. That one misses for ball 4. Tried to get that fastball to hit the outside corner. Couldn't get the placement. And that'll be the first walk of the afternoon for Cooper Timmons. So that is going to bring up Jacob Martinez. Just one away in the inning. And we have a bunt attempt here, and this one's popped straight up. And it's going to land out in the stands. So it's 0-1 now to Martinez. As Jacob Machuca waits on deck. And we'll have a step off here from Timmons. Timmons keeping an eye on that runner at second. That one's taken high for a ball. Tried to entice him that time with the high fastball, but good plate discipline. Mule Riders looking to break this game open right here with a runner in scoring position. 2 runners on total. This one is swung on and missed for strike 2. Tried to hold up that time, but was unable to do so. And this one is taken high and inside for ball 2. Looks like there is a left-hander warming up out there in the home bullpen. Looks like Caleb Donahoe. Good eye there from our program director, Chris Babb. Here's the 2-2. That one runs high and inside for ball 3. And now the count has run full to the 5-hole hitter for SAU. Timmons sets. Here's the payoff pitch. That one runs high and inside for ball 4. So it is back-to-back walks there from Timmons. And now we're going to have a mound visit. This might be the day for Timmons. Coach Howard making the long walk out to the mound. We haven't seen the indication yet, but it looks like Donahoe's already making his way out to the field. And that will do it for the starter. So a pretty good outing from Cooper Timmons. He threw 4 shutout innings before giving up a couple of runs over the last 2 frames. He leaves after throwing 5 1/3 innings of work. He allowed 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned to go along with a couple of walks, both of those here in the 5th. And he also struck out 5. And it is indeed Caleb Donahoe coming on to the mound for Ouachita. Donahoe having a good year so far. He's thrown 6 1/3 innings of relief work. He's allowed just 6 hits and struck out 5 to accumulate a 2.84 earned run average. Definitely a reliable arm in this Ouachita bullpen. He'll have a pretty tall task here in the top of the 6th, as he will come into this game with 1 away in the inning and the bases loaded. When we resume action, it'll be Jacob Machuca up at the plate for SAU. He's already hit a home run this afternoon, a solo shot that has served as one of Only 2 runs thus far for SAU. Ouachita wanting to get out of this inning without any further damage. They're still trying to break into the hit column this afternoon. So Donahoe, back in the last homestand for the Tigers, came in a relief situation, ended up getting the winning decision against Pitt State after preventing the Gorillas from crossing any more runs across the plate. That set up for the 3-run game-winning home run for G. Allen in the bottom of the 8th inning. Carter Wade came in to save that game. This one is in the dirt, but a good block that time by Burris. Brendan Nickel not wanting to test the waters that time. 3 straight batters have reached safely for the Mule Riders. Donahoe looking to end that streak right here. Here's the 1-0 from the left-hander. That one is ripped down the first base line, but it is foul. Machuca would have loved for that one to stay fair. He's looking for another extra base hit right here to try and break this game open for his squad. Runs have been at a premium thus far. Here's the 1-1. That one is ripped past the second baseman. That's going to get into the outfield for 1 run. And they'll go ahead and send the runner. So 2 runs will cross, and somehow the runner managed to get up to second. So it's a double. Looked like it was going to be a single off the bat. But instead, it's a 2-run double here for the Mule Riders, and the nightmare inning will continue for the Tigers. And now, Coach Howard going out for another mound visit. It's been a frustrating inning for Ouachita. They allowed just 1 run over the first 5 frames. They've allowed 3 here in the 6th. And I'll actually say that last play, the scoreboard hasn't been updated yet, but it is going to be an error added on top of a single for Ouachita. So SAU getting 2 runs that time on the RBI single by Jacob Machuca. That last run will not go down as an official RBI on the afternoon, but still a really good day for Machuca, his 2nd RBI of the afternoon. And his squad is now at 4-0 as the first pitch is taken in the new at-bat by Ty Manning. Manning 1 for 2 on the day. Next pitch is swung on in, missed for strike 2. Had him way out in front of a good breaking ball that time. So it is 0-2 now to the Mule Riders center fielder. Donahoe looking to send him home packing, and here is the 0-2. This one is hit right to the shortstop, throw in to home, and now we got a runner in a pickle. Runner is tagged for the out. So runner does reach first on a fielder's choice. I'm sure the SAU would have much rather preferred the runner at first to be out, as now there's just a runner on second and first rather than second and third with 2 away in the inning. Great wherewithal there by Judd Arrington. Here is the first pitch of the new at-bat. It's taken for strike 1. New batter is Will Richardson. Here's the 1-1. That one is swung on and missed for strike 2. So now the Tigers just 1 strike away from getting out of this thing. Donahoe looking to send another batter packing. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. A crucial K that time for Ouachita as Donahoe finally retires the side, but not before the Mule Riders push across 3 runs. And you'll get another look right there. Beautiful off-speed pitch. And that will do it for the top of the 6th. Your score, SAU 4, Ouachita nothing. Tigers will be up at the plate when we come back.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. He sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. Basically, he had to relearn everything. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
And we welcome you back now to Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. 4-0 our score here as we get ready to resume action. Tigers still looking for their first hit of the ball game. As this one is ripped past the third baseman. That's the first hit of the afternoon for the Tigers. Burris takes the long turn around first, and he'll be in there with a stand-up single. So Ouachita already got something going here in the bottom of the 6th. 1 pitch, 1 hit. And that will bring up the dangerous G. Allen. G. Allen 0 for 2 on the day so far. But we know that he's capable of breaking out at any time. Leads the team in both home runs and RBIs. Here's the first pitch of the at-bat. It's taken outside for a ball. Here's the 1-0. That one is fouled back out of play. That was pitch number 80 of the ball game for Womack. His team was probably a little bit worried after he threw 31 pitches in his first inning of work. And actually, we have a balk. There was no pitch that time. So the strike is erased on the balk. Now here's the 1-0. That one is taken for strike 1. Beautiful off-speed pitch. That will be the official pitch number 80 for Womack on the afternoon. He's been very economical since that bottom of the first. This is the first runner in scoring position that the Tigers have had since then. This one, little chopper. It's actually just a little pop fly out to second base, and that is going to be out number 1. That time, Womack able to run it in on the hands of Allen. He's unable to get extended. Chopped it into the air that time, and second baseman was right there to make the play. Still an RBI opportunity, though, for the Tigers with 1 away. It is Isaac Knoll at the plate. He'll be looking to bounce back after fanning in his first 2 at-bats of the afternoon, as this one is swung on and missed for strike 1. Looked like it was the slider that time from Womack. He loves to use that pitch in these righty-on-righty matchups. This one is hit fairly well, but out of play for strike 2. So Knoll quickly down in the hole here, 0-2. Here's the 0-2. That one is swung on and missed for strike 3. That's the third time we've written a K next to Knoll's name this afternoon. And that will bring up Wyatt Core. Core 0 for 1 on the day with a walk and a strikeout, and he'll be looking to keep the inning alive right here. Tigers looking to avoid stranding that runner in scoring position, as this one is chopped foul. Keeping an eye on the runner at second. The 0-1 taken for ball 1. What a season it's been for Core here. The freshman occupying second base today. He's currently batting .383 with a home run and 13 RBIs. A lot of young talent on this Tiger squad already making an impact. This one is taken for ball 2. In fact, G. Allen, Isaac Knoll, and Wyatt Core are the 2, 3, and 4 hole hitters for Ouachita, all playing in their first year of college action. Two on is fouled back out of play. So the count has run even now to the Tiger second baseman. Ouachita looking to keep the inning alive right here. If Core can get a base hit into the outfield, looking to drive in the Tigers' first run of the afternoon. Here's the 2-2. That one stays inside, and Core is able to hold up in time, so the count runs full 3-2. And there's another arm warming up in the Ouachita bullpen. It's a right-hander out there. From here, it looks to be the freshman Luke House. Here's the 3-2. That one is fouled into the backstop. And it will land back in the field of play. Womack having to scoop it up, and he'll switch baseballs with his catcher, McGee. So we'll see the payoff pitch once more. Womack just 1 strike away from recording the quality start. 3-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Had him out in front of the breaking ball. That is the 9th punch-out of the afternoon for Jacob Womack, as he has now recorded 6 shutout innings of work. We have reached the 7th inning here at Rab Rogers Field. Your score, SAU 4, Washita nothing. We'll be back with more Tiger baseball after this.
Considering an online pharmacy? Explore BeSafeRx to find useful information and resources to help you purchase medicines safely online. A safe online pharmacy requires a doctor's prescription, has an address in the United States, has a licensed pharmacist, and is licensed by a state pharmacy board. It's best to stay away from online pharmacies that don't meet these criteria. Discover more helpful tips and resources at BeSafeRx. Go to fda.gov/BeSafeRx.
New pitcher for the Tigers here in the 7th inning, and indeed it is the freshman right-hander Luke House. House will look to keep his team within striking distance. They've been held off the scoreboard through the first 6 innings. It's been an excellent start from Jacob Womack, the starter for SAU. He's allowed just 1 hit and 1 walk in 6 innings of work. No runs have crossed the plate for the Tigers. Womack's also fanned 9. He's already just 1 strikeout away from reaching 50 on the season, showing why he's one of the top arms in this rotation for the Mule Riders. So that will bring up Riley Orr. 9, 1, and 2 due up for the Mule Riders here in the top of the 7th. House looking to get the Tigers to stretch time without any more damage done, as this one is taken for ball 1. The 1-0. That one's taken for strike 1. So the count has run even now to SAU shortstop. He is 0 for 2 on the afternoon. This one is popped back out of play, foul. So it is 1-2 now to Orr. Looking for the punch out, here it is. Beautiful off-speed pitch, but it doesn't catch the zone. So it's 2-2 now to Orr. Showed excellent play discipline that time on one that almost caught that outside corner. Another good pitch that time from House. Locked up Orr, but lucky for him, the umpire said it just missed the zone, so the count has run full. Payoff pitch. That one misses outside for ball 4. So that's going to bring up the top of the order for SAU, Chris Sutton. He is 1 for 3 on the day. SAU's leadoff man. Stepping in here with a runner on first. Nobody out. This one is taken for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. That one is a bunt, scooped up by House, and he throws over to first for the first out of the inning. Runner does move into scoring position, though, on the sac bunt. And that will bring up Brad McGee. McGee still looking to break into the hit column. He's 0 for 3 on the day with a couple of strikeouts. Still a really good campaign for him so far. He's batting .333 coming into this plate appearance with 4 home runs to go along with a team-leading 25 RBIs. Runner takes the lead at second. Here's the first pitch of the new at-bat. It's hit into the hole and into right field. He's got the green light to turn and head for home, and the runner is in there for the 5th run of the afternoon for the Mule Riders. And you can hear the chants coming from the SAU dugout after that RBI single from Brett McGee. He'll add on to his team-leading RBI total, now 26 on the year for the Mule Rider catcher, and that will bring up Brandon Nickel, who takes strike 1 on an off-speed pitch from House. After being held scoreless through the first 4 frames of this ball game, SAU has struck for at least 1 run in each of the last 3 innings. Looking for a chance to add on right here. Here's the 0-1. That one's taken for strike 2. A little bit of a late call that time from the home plate umpire. But now Nickel quickly in the hole here, 0-2. Looking to send him packing. Peel down to first, and they'll say he held up in time. That one was close, but it did just break out of the zone, and it was a good job there by Nickel to hold up. The 1-2. That one is taken for ball 2, and as you can see right there, Burris nodding in approval, even though he didn't get the call that time. That's what they want out of that 1-2 breaking ball. It was a good take that time. This one is fouled into the backstop. So we'll see the 2-2 once more here. Freshman, third baseman, back in here for the next 2-2 pitch. Here it is. This one is hit into center field. Bachman going after it. He makes the play out there in front of the Ouachita sign in center field. And there are 2 away in the inning now. That'll bring up the dangerous designated hitter, Tucker Burton. Burton is 0 for 2 on the day. He does have a walk to his name, as this one is taken high for ball 1. House keeping an eye on the runner at first. Here is the 1-0. That one is taken for strike 1. This one is fouled. And Burton stumbling a bit there, as it looked like that ricocheted off of his leg. Looks like he'll be okay, though. Umpire checking on the designated hitter for SAU, but he is ready to resume action right here. One, two. Good off-speed pitch, trying to catch the outside corner with backdoor breaking ball. But it stays outside. Count is even here to the cleanup batter for SAU. Runner on first. 2 away in the inning. That one misses for ball 3, and we're going to have no throw down to second. So it is a stolen base for Brett McGee. First stolen base of the year for McGee. It was also just his first stolen base attempt of the year. House checking the runner. Here's the payoff pitch. That one misses outside for ball 4. So the inning will continue here as Jacob Martinez comes up to the plate for the Mule Riders. Martinez, also known as J-Mart by the SAU faithful. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a walk and a strikeout, and now we're going to have a mound visit. Burris giving some words of encouragement to the freshman relief pitcher. Now he'll head back behind the plate. Burris owns the only hit of the afternoon for the Tigers thus far. We'll see if Jacob Womack returns out to the mound for another inning of work. He's been dominant thus far. Now we have a check over at second. Runner is back in time, but probably a little closer than McGee would have liked it to be. You can see him there on your screen taking his lead at second. Next pitch is in there for a strike. Martinez looking to keep the inning alive for the Mule Riders as they continue to look for insurance runs. This one is hit into the air into center field. Bachman's under it, and he is there to make the play for the third and final out of the top of the 7th. It's stretch time here at Rab Rogers Field. Your score, SAU 5, Ouachita nothing. We'll be back with more Tiger baseball after this.
Baseball for me just kind of was the glue that kept my family together. I feel like I was able to come here and get my triple major, as well as play a super high level of baseball against some of the best players in the country. There's a lot of options here in Division II with a lot of great ball players and a lot of great people, and they make sure that they give you every opportunity to succeed on and off the field.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student-athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student-athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student-athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
We welcome you back now to Rab Rogers Field for more Tiger baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. 5, 6, and 7 hole hitters due up for Ouachita as they look to get something going here. They have just one hit as a team collectively, but they're looking to add to that total here as this one is hit into the gap. Right fielder going after it, but he's going to be unable to make the play. Struggling a bit with it out there. And Bermudez is going to be in there with a stand-up double. So it takes just one pitch, but the Tigers already have a runner in scoring position. And that will bring up Judd Arrington to the plate for the Tigers. Bermudez, number 2, coming through with hit number 2 of the afternoon for Ouachita. he's in running or in scoring position for Arrington, who is up in the count here early 1-0. That one misses low for ball 2. So a very hitter-friendly count here to the Tiger third baseman. As you can see on your screen right there, he came into today's contest with an absurd on-base percentage near 500. This one is taken for ball 3. So a dangerous spot here for Womack, who has been phenomenal up to this point. We'll see if he tries to challenge right here against Arrington. 3-0. Taken for strike 1. Good comeback pitch that time. Still no activity out there in the SAU bullpen, as they hope for Womack to go at least a little bit longer here this afternoon. Now we're starting to see some activity, as this one is hit out to right field. Right fielder's under it, and he's able to make the play, but runner's tagging for third. Good throw into third, but excellent speed on the base paths that time by Bermudez. He tags up on the fly ball, and there's one away in the inning with a runner at third, and that is going to bring up Jackson Cheney. He is the owner of the last RBI at Rab Rogers Field for the Tigers. He got that one back on February 20th when he hit the walk-off grand slam, got 4 RBIs in that plate appearance. This one is swung on and missed for strike 1. Cheney 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. One of 3 batters in this Ouachita lineup with multiple home runs. Here's the 0-1. That one is drilled right back up the middle. Diving stop by the second baseman. Throw over to first is not in time. And that one will almost certainly be scored. An RBI base hit for Cheney. And Ouachita has broken into the run column here in the bottom of the 7th. It's 5-1 Mule Riders. It was a good effort that time by Chris Sutton, who made a diving stop out there. Looked like he might have been able to make the turn there for a second. Had a little bit of trouble with the baseball. And we're going to have a mound visit here for SAU. We'll see if that's going to be the day for the starter. They do have a right-hander that's just starting to get loose out there, so they may want to try and buy a little bit of time for him. It's hard to tell who that is from our vantage point up here in the booth. But it looks like Womack's day might be coming to an end sooner rather than later. He will get a little bit more time here, as he is set to face off against Noah Bachman. Bachman looking to keep the momentum going here for OBU. And we're going to have a bunt. Not a bad one right there, but it does roll foul. Bachman 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. There you can see Cheney over at first base taking his lead. He has stolen a couple of bases already here this year, with 2 stolen bases on just 3 attempts. Here's the 0-1. That one, snap throw over to first. It's a close play, But Cheney just manages to get back in time. He took a dangerous lead that time at first. And it was a good snap throw by McGee. Washita definitely doesn't want to give away free outs here as they look to get back into the ballgame. That one is swung on and missed for strike 2. Bachman fooled by the breaking ball. That ran off the plate that time and into the dirt. So it's now 1-2 to the Tiger center fielder. Zach Kirkendall waits on deck for Washita. 1-2. Nice pitch that time, but it stays outside for ball 2. It was a good take by Bachman. Two-two pitch. That one runs inside, and hold on, it's called strike 3. And Bachman is not happy at all, as it looked like that one ran in and almost drilled him, but it's called a strike on the inside corner. And you can see that one looked like it was almost well off the plate. But they'll rule it strike 3. And even 10 strikeouts on the afternoon for Womack, his 50th of the year. And we're going to have a pinch hitter for Washita as Tucker Anderson comes up to the plate for the Tigers. That one catches the zone for strike 1. Oh, one swung on and missed for strike 2, so Anderson quickly in the hole here against the starter for SAU, who's just one strike away from finishing his 7th inning of work. Here's the 0-2. That one is in the dirt for a ball. Womack trying to use that sweeping slider that's been his bread and butter this afternoon. Eighth inning about to get underway here at Rab Rogers Field. 5-1 your score here as the number 3 ranked Mule Riders lead the Tigers in game 1 of this doubleheader. Washita striking back for their first run of the afternoon just a few moments ago, courtesy of the RBI single by Jackson Cheney, as this one is popped straight up into the air. And everybody's moving in for this one, but it looks like Bermudez is going to make the play, and indeed he does. So one away in the inning. And that will bring up Ty Manning. That time, Washita making quick work of Jacob Machuca, who has been a thorn in their side all afternoon with 2 RBI hits already, including a solo home run that opened up scoring in this game back in the 5th. First pitch is off speed from House, and it's in there for strike 1. He's facing Ty Manning, who is 1 for 3 on the afternoon. This one is fouled back out of play. So it's 1-0 now to Richardson following the punch out, as this one is swung on and missed for strike one. Here's the next pitch from House. That one is chopped foul over towards the home dugout. Richardson back in here for the 1-2. That one is fouled back out of play. Riley Orr waits on deck for the Mule Riders. He represents the bottom of the order. If the Mule Riders can keep things moving here with 2 away, that one misses inside for ball 2. House that time trying to get him to chase on the inside breaking ball, but it stays too low. Here's the 2-2. That one is in the dirt, and now it's a full count to the first baseman. Washita looking to set Richardson down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. It's going to be hit out to Bermudez. Good field over there at short. Throw over to Allen is in time, and that will do it for the top of the 8th. Mule Riders go down 1-2-3. Washita with a chance to strike for a few runs when we come back. You're watching Tiger Baseball on the Washita Sports Digital Network.
I've heard people say Ouachita.
Wichita.
Achita.
Ouachita.
Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Washita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Washita.
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 How would you pronounce it?
Washita.
Washita.
It's Washita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Washita, people. It's Washita.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens. Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
We are back with more baseball action here on the Washita Sports Digital Network. Tigers down to their last 6 outs of Game 1 of this doubleheader, in the top of the order. Set to lead us off as Cade Burris digs in and swings at the first pitch for strike 1. SAU showing faith in their starter. They're going to keep Womack out there. That was his 109th pitch of the afternoon. 110 right here, swung on and missed for strike 2. Womack got that off-speed stuff working just as well here in the 8th as he did back in the 1st. Here is the 0-2. This one is hit fairly well out towards center field. Center fielder drifts under it, though, and he's able to make the play out there towards the gap for out number 1. That'll bring up G. Allen. He is 0 for 3 on the day, looking to break through right here. As mentioned earlier in the broadcast, he leads the team in both home runs and RBIs. This one is swung on and missed for strike 1. Allen celebrating his 20th birthday here today. And I'm sure he'd love to get a big hit right here and get things rolling for his squad, as this one is taken for strike 2. Womack looking to make it a dozen punch-outs on the afternoon. Won't do so right here as this one is fouled away. It's a fastball darting outside that time. Allen did manage to get a piece of it. Here's the 0-2 once more. This one is fouled back out of play. And Allen a little bit frustrated now as he couldn't quite time that one up, but he liked what he saw. Isaac Knoll, his fellow LRCA alum, waits on deck as this one is dribbled out towards third. It's going to be a tough turn. Throw over to first. Will not be in time. And that one will be ruled an infield single. He had one earlier in the afternoon that looked like it was a base hit, but it was reverted back to an error by first baseman Will Richardson. But that one indeed goes down in the books as his first hit of the afternoon, fourth hit collectively as a team for the Tigers, and that will bring up Isaac Knoll. This one is pulled back for ball one. Knoll trying to lay down the bunt that time. Knoll looking to avoid the dreaded golden sombrero right here. He's 0 for 3 on the day with 3 strikeouts. That one is taken for strike one. One. That one is in the dirt for ball two. Hitter-friendly count here to the Tigers' left fielder. He's looking to get something going here with one away and runner on first. Two one now. Taken outside for ball three. We've seen good patience in this at-bat from Knoll. He has the kind of play discipline that you don't see in a lot of first-year players at the collegiate level, but that's what's allowed him to have so much success early on in his college career as he takes the next pitch for strike two. Count has run full now. Womack looking to record another out as now there are a couple of arms getting loose out there in the SAU bullpen. This one is fouled into the backstop. So we'll see at least one more payoff pitch. Here's the next pitch. That one is swung on and missed for strike three. Blew the fastball by him. 12th punch out of the ball game for Jacob Womack. And that means that Isaac Knoll does have the golden sombrero for the day. 0 for 4 now with 4 strikeouts. That will bring up Wyatt Core. This one is dribbled out to third base. Gets past the shortstop. Throw over to second is in time. Diving stop that time. Phenomenal play. And that will do it for the bottom of the 8th. 8 innings are in the books. Tigers trail 5-1. We'll be back with the final inning after this timeout.
We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official. It's the best decision I've made.
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to
experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
It helped me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
Eight innings are in the books and 1 inning to go here at Rab Rogers Field as the Tigers trail 5-1 in game 1 of this doubleheader against the number 3 ranked SAU Mule Riders. SAU looking to win their 10th straight GAC contest to open up conference play. They're currently at the top of the GAC standings, the only team left undefeated in conference play. Ouachita right behind them with an 8-1 record as this one is in the dirt for ball 2. This is game 1 of what should be an exciting series between these two squads. Currently the top 2 teams in the GAC. As Luke House is quickly behind here, 3-0 to Riley Orr. And that one misses for ball 4. So the 9-hole hitter for SAU reaches first base safely on the 4-pitch walk. So the lineup card will turn over, and Chris Sutton will be due up for the Mule Riders. He is 1 for 3 on the afternoon with 1 sacrifice play in the books, as this one is taken for strike 1. Luke House has looked pretty strong here. He is in his 3rd inning of relief work. So now we have a check over at first, runners back in time. House allowed 1 run back in his 1st inning of work back in the 7th, but hasn't allowed any since. Here's the 0-1. Not a bad off-speed pitch that time, but it misses. Count is 1-1. Sutton, the team leader in walks, heading into this contest. He has 17 on the campaign, as this one is hit fairly well out to center field, but right to Noah Bogman, who's pacing back out there in the middle of center field. And there is 1 away in the inning for Brett McGee. So runner will take his lead off of first here. Now we're going to have a mound visit. There is a right-hander getting warm out there, so we'll see if there is going to be a change here. But right now it looks like Coach Howard's just giving him some words of encouragement. And actually, no, it looks like we have had the call to the bullpen, as that will do it for Luke House. So some solid relief work there from the freshman as he works over 2 innings, allows just 1 run. And we're going to have a new pitcher for the Tigers. We'll introduce you to him when we come back. You're watching Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
There's a place to share gossip about the office party fun, and a place to share the story you tell everyone. There's a place to share a laugh about when things went wrong, and a place to share the video of you dancing to your song. There's a place to share spare change, lunch, and your time. But we could all be better at sharing how we're feeling inside. 76% of employees have struggled with at least one issue that affected their mental health. When you share, you're not alone.
New pitcher for Ouachita, and it's usually a name that we associate with the position behind the plate, but today he is going to be taking the mound. It's Hayden Childers. Childers has logged 1 1/3 innings of work. He's allowed 2 runs on 4 hits and 3 strikeouts here in 2022. He'll look to help the Tigers stay in the fight right here with a runner on first. Ouachita down to their final 3 outs of the ball game, trying to come back in game 1 of this doubleheader. We will have a 7-inning contest right after this one. You can catch that game right here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. And due to inclement weather, Game 3 will be happening tomorrow at 11 a.m. That will close out this series between the top 2 teams in the GAC. Then on Wednesday, Ouachita will be right back here to play Christian Brothers in a non-conference contest before hosting 3 conference games on Friday and Saturday. 2 on Friday, 1 on Saturday against the Bulldogs of Southwestern Oklahoma State. So 7 games in 7 days for the Tigers this week. Busy schedule for OBU. And a lot of good baseball here at Rab Rogers Field. First pitch is taken for strike 1. The new batter is Brett McGee. He is 1 for 4 on the day. Does have an RBI to his name. Here's the 0-1. Runner is in motion. It's in the dirt, and the runner will be in there with no throw. So we'll see if that one has scored a wild pitch or if it scored a stolen base, as the runner was already well in motion. Childers sets. That one is in the dirt, and that time McGee was waving his teammate along, but right there, or a little bit hesitant, as it was a good block by Burris. Still a hitter-friendly count now to SAU's catcher. And an RBI opportunity, his team looking to get at least one more insurance run before trying to hold off the Tigers in the bottom of the 9th. (3-1) now, as the heart of the order is due up for SAU following this at-bat from McGee, the 2-hole hitter. Childers sets. Keeping an eye on that runner at second. Here's the 3-1. That one is ripped past a diving G. Allen. He's able to bat it down, and he tosses it over to first. He made the play. Unbelievable play out there by G. Allen, able to knock it down on what looked like was going to be a for sure base hit. Allen's able to extend his glove, knock it down, and toss it over to Childers, who was covering first for out number 2. Runner does advance into scoring position, or over to third from second. This one's in the dirt for a ball. Here's the 1-0. That one runs inside for ball 2. Or trying to take a nice lead off of third base. Here's the 2-0. That one's dribbled, foul. And we'll roll over towards the home bullpen out there. Washita looking to keep this a 4-run game heading into the bottom of the 9th. That one's in the dirt, and it was a good block that time by Burris. He's been a busy man this inning. Childers trying to use the bottom of the zone. He's had a lot of pitches down in the dirt. There have been some good blocks by Burris to avoid any advances from the runner. Here's the 3-1. That one's dribbled, foul. So now Washita just one good pitch away from getting out of this. Childers looking to hold the Mule Riders off the board. He sets. Here's the payoff pitch with 2 away, and it is fouled back behind the home stands. Speaking of the stands, there are not many empty seats at Rab Rogers Field this afternoon. One of the best turnouts we've had all year. Here's the payoff pitch once more. This one is dribbled, foul. Washita does have an arm getting warmed up out there in the bullpen. Three-two, misses high for ball 4. So the inning will stay alive for SAU, and that's going to bring up Tucker Burton. Burton is the cleanup batter for SAU. He's been okay here today. He's 0 for 2, but he does have 2 walks to his name as the Tigers have been very careful when pitching to him, as this one misses for ball 1. Case in point right there. Not many pitchers want to throw straight up challenge pitches to Burton because he tends to make quite a bit happen with those. He's already hit 7 home runs here in 2022. Leads the team in that category. And we are going to have the intentional walk right here, as Washita wants no piece of the cleanup batter for SAU with a 2-0 count, and that's going to be the day. So Jackson Rees will be the new pitcher for Washita. Rees, the freshman right-hander, as you can see on your screen right there, out of Tyler, Texas. He's thrown 4 innings of work this year, allowing just 4 hits and striking out 1. And now the runners heading back out to their positions. Or having a little bit of fun with his teammates a few moments ago as he ran down the baseline and crossed home plate to greet his teammates back in the visitor dugout. earning a few cheers from his teammates. SAU would love to scratch across their 6th run of the afternoon. Here in this next at-bat is Jacob Martinez will be due up for the Mule Riders. He's 0 for 3 on the day with a walk and a strikeout. Fans, don't forget to tune in to Game 2 of this doubleheader, which will be right here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network a few minutes after the conclusion of this contest. So a force at any base here with 2 away as Jacob Martinez steps in for SAU. Reed's taking his time. This one is fouled. And as you can probably hear, SAU fans here in full support for their squad here today as this one runs inside. And catches the zone for strike 2. Pitchers have definitely been getting some nice calls there on the inside corner this afternoon. Here's the 0-2. That one is hit straight up into center field. Bachman is under it. And he's going to make the play for the 3rd and final out here in the top of the 9th. So the Tigers leave the bases loaded. They're down to their final 3 outs, but a chance to tie it and even win it in the bottom of the 9th. We'll see if they can do that when we come back. You're watching Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Baseball for me just kind of was the glue that kept my family together. I feel like I was able to come here and get my triple major, as well as play a super high level of baseball against some of the best players in the country. There's a lot of options here in Division II with a lot of great ball players and a lot of great people, and they make sure that they give you every opportunity to succeed on and off the field.
On December 7, 2005, I was deployed to Baghdad, Iraq. As I was searching for the bomb, the bad guy and the bomb found me first. After the explosion, I was left with a 1% chance of living. During my road to recovery, I had a tremendous amount of support from friends and families and the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes. The primary mission of the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes is to offer financial emergency assistance to veterans and their families.
Visit saluteheroes.org to learn more.
And we are back live here at Rab Rogers Field, as you can see there in the home dugout. Some of the Tigers hyping each other up as they try to rally back here in the bottom of the 9th in game 1 of this doubleheader. We've got a new pitcher for SAU. It'll be Evan Schroeder out there on the mound for the Mule Riders. This one is hit fairly well out to left field. Left fielder chasing after it. He is at the warning track. He's at the wall, and he jumps to make a fantastic catch. Bermudez first pitch swinging that time, and he didn't miss it by much. Martinez had to keep retreating back there in left field. It looked like that one might have carried over the wall, but he's able to make a great jumping catch on the warning track for out number 1. So this one is taken for strike 1. It's Judd Arrington at the plate for the Tigers. This one is in the dirt. So it's 1-1 now to the Tiger third baseman. Ouachita down to their final 2 outs of game 1. This one's taken for strike 2. Schroeder looking to make quick work of Arrington. This one is taken for a ball. Tried to lock him up with a fastball that time. McGee liked the execution, but the Mule Riders will not get the call, so Arrington stays alive at the plate. It's 2-2 now. This one runs high. Count has run full. Arrington showing why he has one of the higher on-base percentages on this team as this one runs inside for ball 4. So Arrington works his 13th walk of the campaign right there. And that will bring up Jackson Chaney, owner of the only RBI of the afternoon for the Tigers. Back in the 7th. He drove in a run on an RBI single. That one catches the zone for strike 1. Chaney owns the last 5 RBIs for the Tigers here at Rab Rogers Field. Looking to add to that right here as this one is popped up and out of play. Richardson that time trying to pursue after it, but had to give up pretty quickly as the wind blew that one well into foul territory. The 0-2. That one misses outside for a ball. Schroeder keeping an eye on the runner at first. Arrington taking a good lead. Here's the 1-2. That one is hit right out to third base. Throw to second. Now thrower to first is in time. They turn 2, and that will do it for game 1 of this doubleheader. Richardson and Nickel out there meeting in the middle of the diamond to celebrate. It was a 5-4-3 double play to end this contest. And SAU wins game 1 of this doubleheader, first of the series. That is their 16th win of the season. They advance to 16-2 overall, a perfect 10-0 in conference play. Ouachita, with their second loss of conference play in 10 tries. They're now 12-7 on the year overall, 8-2 in conference play. But they will have a chance to bounce back here in just a few minutes, as this is just game 1 of the doubleheader. Still waiting for the official results, but the winning pitcher today for SAU will be Jacob Womack, who recorded a phenomenal 8 innings of work, allowing just 1 run. For Ouachita, Cooper Timmons, despite a great start in which he recorded 4 shutout innings of work to start out the afternoon, he will be tacked with the loss. And no official word yet on a save situation, as it looked like it was put just out of reach. So that is going to do it for game one of this doubleheader. We'll be back with more baseball action here at Rab Rogers Field in just a few minutes. Until then, on behalf of everybody here at OSDN, this is Chase Hartzell signing off.